Team Bud Crawford reveals that Terence Crawford still has a very close relationship with Floyd Money Mayweather, and he talks to him on a regular basis. They even reveal that Terence Bud Crawford let Floyd Mayweather know who the private investor was for him and Errol Spence, something that he refused to let Errol Spence know. And I'm going to reveal to y'all who that private investor was, and we're going to talk about, Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather's relationship. And did Floyd Mayweather have a hand in stopping the fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? Did he advise Terence Crawford not to go into the fight with Errol Spence? Well, we're going to talk about all of that. But before we do that, y'all don't want to miss this one, so make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and make sure that you hit the bell icon so you don't miss none of these videos when I'm dropping them. What's up with it, y'all? Now, the fight that everybody in the boxing world, everybody outside of the boxing world, everybody that know anything about boxing wanted to see is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. We've been wanting to see that fight for years, and it's been a whole lot of talks around why that fight didn't happen. It's been like a movie, kind of like a reality TV show with this fight. Some kind of like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, but this might even be worse than Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Hopefully, we don't have to wait to see them get in the ring with each other, when they both old and washed up. But anyway, the fight didn't happen. We all know that the fight didn't happen. But let's talk about some of the things with Terence Crawford and this private investor that he had, who it was, and his relationship with Floyd Mayweather. We all remember when Floyd Mayweather came out and he told everybody, look, the fight is not going to happen. When the fight happens, I'll basically be the one to let everybody know. Because when you're dealing with Al Heyman, you are dealing with me. And Floyd Mayweather, when he said that, I understood what he meant, because people don't understand that Floyd Mayweather, a lot of his money is in the PBC. It's just not Al Heyman. You got to understand that Floyd Mayweather is the money man over there at PBC. He is a billionaire, whether people want to believe it or not. Now, when Floyd said that, my antennas start to raise like, okay, why is Floyd coming out speaking on this fight when, it don't really got nothing to do with him, other than him being a big investor in the PBC. But as far as the fight and, being one of the promoters, it don't have nothing to do with him. But we know when anything happens big on PBC like this, Floyd, he got to be in the middle of it some type of way. Now, after Floyd made those statements, we start seeing a lot of footage and a lot of pictures of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford hanging out together. Then Floyd Mayweather, he started doing interviews, letting everybody know he was basically pulling for Terence Crawford, saying that he thought that Terence Crawford was going to win the fight. He thought Terence Crawford was the better fighter and all of that. I spoke to some of his family behind the scenes, and they were telling me that, hey, Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, they got a very close relationship. They actually talk on a regular basis. They talk to each other all the time. Now, we also remember when Floyd Mayweather, he was saying, hey, he wanted to sign Terence Crawford. He really wanted to sign Terence Crawford. But some of the people from Team Crawford, they spoke on that too. And they said, hey, if Floyd Mayweather signed Terence Crawford, we don't really think that relationship would work out. Floyd Mayweather, he likes to do all the talking. He likes to be in front of the cameras. And, Terence Crawford, he want to be the center of attention. He want to do the talking for himself. So that relationship, it wouldn't work out. And what they said, you know what? It's better for Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford to remain close friends. And that's pretty much what we saw. We saw, Terence Crawford, he went ahead and did his own thing. He didn't sign with anybody, and he remained close friends with Floyd Mayweather. But my thing is, what type of information was Floyd Mayweather giving Terence Crawford? Because I found out that Terence Crawford, he told Floyd Mayweather a lot of things that was going on in his business. Him and Floyd Mayweather, they was talking a lot of business together. Terence Crawford was getting a lot of gain business-wise, right, from Floyd Mayweather. And you can tell because Terence Crawford before, he never was talking about investments and all of that stuff. And when you listen to Crawford now, he's always talking about, oh, well, you know, my investments and I'm doing this and I don't need boxing because I invested a lot of money. And he's starting to sound like Floyd Mayweather. And so you can tell he talks to Floyd a lot. And this is not something that I'm just thinking that he does or making up. No, this is something that I've heard from Team Crawford that, you know, they got a close relationship and they talk a lot. And I also know that he revealed to Floyd Mayweather who the private investor was for himself and Errol Spence. When Terence Crawford came out and he says, look, I had a private investor, a secret private investor, and I told Errol Spence about this private investor, and they were willing to put $50 million on the fight. I would get $25 million, Errol Spence would get $25 million. But he never would tell Errol Spence who the private investor was. Like, it was like a secret. Like, Errol Spence was supposed to leave Al Heyman, leave the PBC, and just trust in Terence Crawford. No, that's not how business works. But anyway, he did reveal the private investor to Floyd Mayweather. What I was told is that he told Floyd Mayweather that the private investor was Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Now, we know that Rock Nation was in boxing at one point in time. Rock Nation had guys like Demetrius Andrade. They had Andre Ward at one point in time. They tried to sign Adrian Broner, and Adrian Broner spoke about what they tried to sign him. Everybody thought that they were going to give Adrian Broner $40 million, but Adrian Broner said it was a whole lot of demands, right, in that contract and able for him to get $40 million. You know what I'm saying? So he turned it down and he told them what to suck on. But yes, once again, if y'all didn't hear me correctly, he told Floyd Mayweather, Terence Crawford told Floyd Mayweather that the private investor was Rock Nation, Jay-Z. And we know that Jay-Z and Floyd Mayweather, they do have a relationship with each other. So Floyd Mayweather, he knows Jay-Z very well personally. Now, my thing is I don't disbelieve that it was Jay-Z and Rock Nation was trying to get a piece of this fight. But my whole thing is like, okay, we know that Jay-Z does have the money, but Jay-Z, he couldn't even handle his own business when it came to boxing business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why he's not in the boxing business anymore. That's why Rock Nation ain't really in the boxing business no more, because they couldn't even handle their own business in the boxing business. They had fighters that were signed under them complaining that they couldn't get fights and they was getting messed over when it came to money. To keep it real, Demetrius Andrade is still suffering to this day from signing with Rock Nation and doing messed up business with Rock Nation. So if Terence Crawford were to reveal who the private investor was to Errol Spence probably would have laughed in his face. That's why Terence Crawford, he kept it a secret. He didn't want to tell Errol Spence who the private investor was, because Errol Spence probably would have said the same thing that I'm saying. Jay-Z, Rock Nation, like, hold on. They couldn't get their business done with the fighters that they had. What make you think I'm gonna sign to Rock Nation for this fight and leave Al Heyman? And a lot of you weirdo Terence Crawford fanatics would be fools enough to think that Errol Spence should leave Al Heyman and should have signed to Rock Nation. Man, y'all be killing me. Y'all be tripping me out. But with all that said, Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather, he was talking a lot to Terence Crawford. And my thing is, Floyd Mayweather wanted to sign Terence Crawford. So did Floyd Mayweather advise Terence Crawford not to take the fight just because he couldn't be involved with it directly, just because he couldn't be one of the promoters involved with it, right? Because you remember when Terence Crawford did his interview and he said, well, I had people that's in the PBC telling me to not take the deal, advising me to, not trust them. Who were the people? If Terence Crawford was telling the truth, which you can't never tell if he telling the truth or not because he lies so much, right? But if he was telling the truth, was the people Floyd Mayweather? Because I wouldn't put nothing like this past Floyd Mayweather. Was Floyd Mayweather telling Terence Crawford to hold off? Oh no, just hold off. You know what I'm saying? Hold off because the fight will be bigger. Let the fight linger out some more. You know, you see what me and Pacquiao did. You see the numbers that me and Pacquiao did. Who cares about the fight like that? It's about your money. Because Terence Crawford is talking like that now. Everything is about money to him now. But before, Terence Crawford was pretending like everything was about fighting the best and fighting the best competition. He never did it, but he was acting like that he wanted to do it. You see what I'm saying? But now his whole tone has changed. He's talking different. So did Floyd Mayweather advise him to hold off? Was Floyd Mayweather trying to sabotage the fight because he wasn't able to be involved with it directly? Now, y'all know that Floyd Mayweather would have loved to be able to say that he put on one of the biggest fights in boxing history. He put on the biggest fight since him and Manny Pacquiao. You know Floyd Mayweather would love to say that. Be up in the camera, all up in the press conference, talking about the smart investments that he made, talking about how he's gonna make Terence Crawford a billionaire, how Terence Crawford is making smart investments. Y'all know how Floyd do. I sure wouldn't put it past him. But at the end of the day, it don't matter if Floyd Mayweather advised him to let the fight linger out longer so he could get more money out of it or not. If Terence Crawford really wanted that fight, he wouldn't let nobody get in his head and stop what he wanted for his career. So he didn't want to fight. But y'all drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather was advising Terence Crawford to let the fight linger on more like himself and Manny Pacquiao did? Do you think that Floyd Mayweather, was putting the bug in Terence Crawford's ear? And let me know what y'all think about the private investor being Jay-Z and Roc Nation. Do you think that Errol Spence should have went and left Al Heyman and went on with Jay-Z and Roc Nation for them to put the fight on so he would have got a $25 million flat fee? Let me know what y'all think about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. And don't forget to hit my like button and punch on the bell icon if you haven't already done so. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.